If you don't take your cart back when you're at the grocery store, you're a bad person. Right. My name's Mitch, this is my van, and it's the long weekend, so we are about to go on a little adventure. I've just got the last of the supplies that I need for the weekend from Walmart. We're loaded up to the nines with wood, my bike, all the gear we need for all the activities. I got everything I need for hiking if you want to do a hike. The only problem is the weather is not looking good, to say the least. In fact, let me show you this. That is a big old black cloud. Where I'm from, we say it's looking a bit black over Bill's mother's. So we're going to see how this goes. Could be an interesting weekend. All I know is it's going to be an adventure, and that's what it's all about. So I'm currently in Cochrane, Alberta. I'm heading to Canmore, Alberta. My friends live up there. We're going to make a plan from there, what the weekend's going to look like. We're potentially going to camp in Golden if the weather plays ball with us. We're not weather snobs. We'll camp in pretty severe weather, but it's getting there and it's staying warm at night for those guys in it. They don't have a van. They're in a tent, which obviously not ideal, but I have got a heater on board that I've picked up for them from Canadian Tire. So anyway, I'm going to get on the road right now, head west. I've heard there's traffic bad that's backed up all the way. That could be a bit annoying. And then I've also heard that there is already inclement weather starting. So let's see what we end up driving into here. I do have to make a quick pit stop at Dollarama, which is just across the street from here, because I need to get a can opener and a strainer, or a sieve if you're from England. So I'm going to quickly go and do that, then we'll get on the road and see how things look. It's going to be an exciting one. Excited for this one. So let's go. Alright, the last bits from Dollarama have been secured. The sky's not looking too bad. I reckon we might fare okay here. There's two ways you can go. There's the number one highway, or there's the 1A, the one alternative. I've heard the number one is backed right up, so I'm tempted to take the 1A, but I feel like loads of people probably on that same thing, innit? So it's just going to end up also being backed up. Can't decide what to do. I'm going to make a snap decision in a minute. There'll be an intersection that I'll come to where I have to either turn left or right, and I'll decide then when I turn left or right. So let's see what happens. Alright, decisions are being made. We're taking the 1A. I was all geared up to take the number one as well. I was literally in the lane to turn left, and then at the last second I dipped out of the lane and went into the right lane, because I realised that where I'm going to park up tonight, the more direct route to there is going on the 1A. So I'm just going to go there, get straight to my park up, and then I'm big chilling for the rest of the night. I haven't got to worry about nothing. So I'll get a little bit of footage of the 1A. It is a nice little drive, to be fair, a little windy one through the trees into the mountains. It's a beautiful one. I do need to make one little pit stop en route at the whatever convenience store that I go past, but other than that we are good to go. So I'll pop in some footage of the drive, and then I'll jump back on here when I'm at the park up. And just like that, the adventure begins. We're on the road. Yeah, this is looking well clear, to be fair. I think this was the right choice of route to take. The views immediately are absolutely beautiful. Just heading into the foothills here. If you can see on the camera, over to the left here, there is lovely mountain views. It's just us on the open road, man. This is what it's all about. I'm starting to loosen up already. As soon as I leave the last town behind on the way to my adventures, I just start loosening right up. We've just got out of Cochrane. I feel like the weight of the world's off my shoulders. I'm on my way into the mountains. What more can you ask for? Well, I'll tell you what more we could ask for. We could ask for a bit of decent weather for the long weekend. That's what we could ask for. I wouldn't mind a bit of decent weather this weekend, but nonetheless, we'll make the most of it. We've got tarps, we've got firewood. Yeah, we've got everything that we need to have a good time, regardless of the weather. So I'm stoked nonetheless. Let's see what happens. I've got to be honest, based on the conditions currently, it's hard to believe that we're driving into inclement weather. Like, it is absolutely breathtaking, like beautiful right now. However, I can see ahead that there is some pretty thick cloud that we're driving into, so imagine that is where the weather begins. So I'm not sure how much further we've got until we start seeing rainfall or snowfall around us, but could be any time now. I did pass through just a little bit of rain a few kilometres ago, but it didn't hang around, so can't complain at that. Less rain the better, in my opinion, at least for this weekend anyway. Although we do always need a little bit of rain this time of year to try and quell the wildfire season. But anyway, that is enough of my ramblings. I'm going to put the camera down for a minute, and then I'll pop back on when there's something of note to see. Alright, so this is one of the nicer parts of the drive. I really, really like this bit. I don't know, it just reminds me of like road trips in films and stuff like that. You know, them films that you watch when you're a kid, get you all excited about going on road trips and stuff like that. This stretch of the highway just, yeah, I don't know, reminds me of those type of films, and gets me all excited for adventures, man. I like it. It's nice and windy. Everybody's going a little bit slower back here, taking in the scenery. No massive semi-trucks getting all in your way and causing big winds, and going fast when they don't need to be going fast. Just nice open road and a chill pace of life. That's what it is all about. I'm surprised that we haven't come across any bike packers yet. Usually there's always bike packers riding down here, but it is a little bit early in the season for bike packing potentially, because, well, I mean, if you're sleeping in a tent this weekend and you haven't got some kind of heater, I can't imagine the outcome being particularly fantastic. Although it's going to be above freezing, I think, but still not ideal, is it? I don't know how hypothermia works, but it seems like a recipe for it to me. But yeah, so that probably, I've just explained away the reason why we haven't come across any bike packers, so never mind that. We will be coming up on Exshore pretty soon, which is where I'm going to stop. There's a little gas station there. It's another place that reminds me of films as well. You'll see, I think you'll understand why when I pull up there and you see the location. But for now, we are just driving by the lake. I can't remember the name of this lake on the left hand side of us. You can't really see it either because there's a bunch of trees in the way, but a nice little body of water there. speeds up and down on this windy road as well. 65 through here, some of them are 55. Some people don't care and they're just flying through doing 80. Full send. And this is when the foothills start turning into actual mountains. Oh, we got some rain splatter on the windshield here. I think we might be starting to arrive in the inclement weather we've been hearing so much about. But then, I don't know, like looking overhead, yes, there's a little bit of dark grey cloud that's obviously spitting this rain on us. But when I look ahead, it looks lovely and clear. So I don't know. I'm going to, when I pull up, I'm going to check the forecast, because if it makes sense just to keep driving today to Golden, because the road conditions are more favourable, then I'll just do that. I'd rather drive further tonight and have favourable road conditions than sleep overnight in the park up where I'm going now and then wake up in the morning, have had a bunch of snowfall overnight, and that just make it super treacherous to get to where we're going. Like just don't seem ideal. I can always stealth camp somewhere random around Golden. I'm sure there's somebody's house I can pull up outside. But yeah, we'll see. I'll see what type of weather we drive into, and I'll see what the weather forecast is when I pull up, as I said, and then make a decision on that one from there. But for now, we just keep winding on through until we get to Exshore. We should be there maybe 5-10 minutes at the most. Yeah, we're not far away now. Alright, here we are. We're passing through Exshore now. We're just about to pull up at the little gas station that I just was saying reminds me of the films. So let me know what you think, if it reminds you of the films. It reminds me of like horror movies, and it, so you know, like horror movies when they're always going on like a road trip somewhere and they're pulling through some weird little town and it's just a mad place. Oh, looks like diesel's only $1.99 here. I'm going to get some of that. Diesel has been absolutely through the roof at the minute. I'm sure it's the same everywhere. But yeah, look, just a mad little place. But the only difference between this and the ones in the films, are usually the ones in the films, the people there are absolute weirdos, but at this one, they're actually really nice. I need to go on the other side of this pump to get diesel. That's annoying. Do the old spin-a-rooney. Let's see. Probably get $40. 40 or 50 bucks should fill it. I think I need like a quarter of a tank, just under a quarter of a tank. So. Looks like you cannot pay at the pump, so I'll have to go and pay inside. Alright, let's see. Hopefully $40 will be sufficient amount of diesel here. Save $6 on the diesel, 34 filled her up. Look at this view though. Oh yeah. That'll do. Right. It's time to get back on the road. I'm about 5 minutes or so from the park up, I think. Let's get there, get parked up, and then we can make some food and relax for the evening. This is my other favourite part of this drive. Just driving past this little body of water. We're going past the cement plants, and I don't know, it's just breathtaking over here. It's absolutely beautiful. The mountains, the greenery, the water, everything. You see a lot of wildlife around here. There's often deers and goats and all sorts just chilling on the side of this highway. So let's see if we are going to come across anything today. If we're going to come across anything, usually it'll be just around this this bend that we're coming up on. If you guys like watching like the drive and seeing the scenery of the drive, let me know in the comments, because I have got a camera that I can set up like at my Insta360. I could set that up on a time lapse, and I could get loads of like time lapse footage of the drives that I do, because to be honest, it's all super scenic. Like, we live in such a beautiful scenic area. So a lot of people never see this type of scenery in their life, and this is just our backyard. Every weekend, every long weekend, every opportunity that we get, we're out here enjoying it. And yeah, sometimes you take it for granted, and you forget how lucky you are to have the opportunity to be here and to be out here in this absolutely breathtaking landscape. So big up Canada for that, because definitely where I'm from, this ain't the type of scenery that we're used to, let me tell you. Yeah, look, there's a little lake here, beautiful, nice and blue, just stunning, man. What a gorgeous drive. Looks like we are coming into the area where it is starting to get a little bit dark clouds, potential rain coming in, but hopefully we can get ourselves to the park up, get situated before anything gets crazy. We don't appear to have come across any wildlife today, unfortunately. Oh, he says when we roll up on a whole little family of goats there. I do believe that just I do believe that the focus went right out of focus there. I was looking at the screen, and I think I moved the camera a bit too quick, but if we did catch them, we caught them. There's a little family of goats there just living the dream on the side of the highway. Will there be some more down here? Let's find out. It's not looking promising, unfortunately. Alright, anyway, park up is about a few kilometres away from here. I am concerned that with it being the long weekend and with the weather being a little bit all over the place, we might end up in a situation where the park up is absolutely rammed and we have to pivot. But hopefully that won't be the case. So let's stay positive, hope for the best, and when we get there, there'll be absolutely nobody there, and there'll be loads of room for us to get a prime spot to chill. Okay, so I've just been past one of the other potential park ups, and there's nobody at all there. So actually, I'm starting to feel a bit better. We might be in a good spot here. Alright, we should be rolling up on the park up any minute now. It wouldn't be the first time that I miss it on the right hand side and drove past it, but I think we are in a good spot. I think I see it, and I think it's absolutely empty. Yeah, we are looking good here. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's not completely empty, but there's just a couple of vehicles here. This guy lives here, he's always here. And then there's just this other truck, so nice. Smashed it. Alright, so the situation is we are fully situated. I'll show you what we're working with for the evening. So these are the views. Looking like it might get a little bit rainy. Oh. But over there, now that is what I'm talking about. Looks beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to get myself all situated here. Going to get the I'm not going to put the window covers on yet, there's no need. We'll enjoy a little bit of this well, that was all a bit loud. I'm not going to put the window covers on yet, there's no need. We'll enjoy a little bit of this daylight for now. But I am starving. Got some good food in the back. I'll show you what we got going on in just a moment here. Right, see if I can get this to... Okay, perfect. Should be able to track my face. So, I'm all set up in the back of the van here. Got everything I need. The dinner situation is as follows. Doritos, sweet chili heat. If you're in the UK, similar to chili heat wave. Baguette, French style, Walmart zone. Walmart is not the best baguette. Walmart does not have the best baguettes of all the grocery stores. However, that's where we ended up, so that's what we got. And then, if I go down here into the fridge, we've got this, and we've got this. Oh, what's it? Stopping this from closing? Oh, that. Okay. Right. Oh, this isn't tracking my face now. It's lost me. It's lost me. Okay. Right, face track is back on. Okay, so also we've got salami, hot Genoa. I was looking for chorizo, to be honest, but they didn't have it. So that's what we got. And of course, Laughing Cow, the best cream cheese that exists. So we're going to have proper holiday dinner, which consists of, oh, this is no, I'm not tracking my face. We're going to have a proper holiday dinner, which consists of a baguette, a bunch of cream cheese, a bit of meat, and some crisps. So let's get it on. I haven't really got the proper situation that I need here. What do I need? I need a cutting board. I think I can find one in here. Yeah, I can. Okay, and I do need a beverage, and I have got some Nestle Pure Life water. Can't beat it. Okay, I need a knife, disposable wooden knife. Let's get, not the best for cutting through a baguette, I'll tell you that for free, but it does the trick. Right, got ourselves a bit of bread. Let's pop open the meat. There she is. Get the cheese. You might notice there's a little bit of a pink hue to the light. I just find it nice and relaxing, to be honest. When I first got this van, there was just these like dull yellow pot lights that the previous owner had installed, and it's just a little bit depressing, isn't it? Dull yellow light. So I'm glad to have that gone. I've just rebuilt this van. I did try and take a few videos of myself redoing the build and stuff like that, because that's what everybody does on their channels. However, the problem was I did the whole thing with basically no plan. I came out into the van every day. I thought, this is what I want to do, and then just did it. So there wasn't really anything to explain or to show, because sort of I didn't even know what I was doing. So it was hard to show anybody what I was doing. Anyway, bit of bread, bit of cheese, bit of meat. Let's get it in me. You can't beat it. Hands down, my favourite van life dinner. Bit of bread, bit of meat, bit of cheese. Definitely bit off a little bit more than I could chew there. So, anyway, I'm going to keep getting this in me, and then we'll get set up to relax for the evening. I'm going to watch some Clarkson's Farm, which if you're in the UK, you already know about Clarkson's Farm. If you're in Canada or the States and you don't know about Clarkson's Farm, Amazon Prime, check it out. Fantastic bit of television. So I'm going to watch that and just relax for the night. I'm waiting to hear off my pals to see what's going to be the plan for the weekend, and we were hoping to go camping somewhere. But obviously, with this weather situation that we've got, there's currently a yellow weather warning. So from 10 PM tonight, it's supposed to absolutely start sending down snow, and it's meant to continue all day tomorrow, which could make travel a bit difficult. But it's going to be warm, so I don't think it'll be super slippy out. I think we could make it to Golden, but I want to see what my pals want to do, so we'll find out, I guess, in a little while. For now, I'm going to get this food in me, and then I'll jump back on and get myself all situated for a nice relaxing evening in the van. All of the meat and cheese has been consumed. For dessert, we've got cookies and cream drops and 2 cupcakes. Before we do that, there's been developments. So I've just spoken to my friends. Golden is happening this weekend, but not until Sunday. Currently, it's Friday night. It's what time now? 6:41. The snow is supposed to start flying about 10 o'clock tonight, and it's not supposed to stop until about the same time tomorrow, as far as I know. So we are hunkering down in this park up for possibly the next 36 hours until we leave here first thing Sunday morning and head towards Golden. I've got supplies-ish. I do need something for dinner tomorrow, but I've got bacon, so I can make bacon sandwiches for breakfast, and then hopefully I'll be able to, well, for sure I'll be able to drive into town, get myself something for dinner tomorrow, and then we'll be all set. I've got Sunday big dinner planned. I'm cooking Sunday dinner for my friends. Jerk chicken, rice and peas, steamed vegetables. Yeah, proper Jamaican Sunday dinner. I do love a bit of Jamaican food, so I'm excited about that big time. We'll get some footage of that one for sure. The campground where we're going to go is nice. Got all the amenities that we need, so we should be able to have a nice little setup there, get some fires going, and have a good old time. And hopefully the weather will be good enough that we can get out for a ride on the push bikes. So with all that being said, I'm about to settle in for a night of full relaxing. I'm going to put the window coverings on, just get that done, and then get myself... In fact, you know what? No, I'm lying. Remix that. I'm not going to put the window coverings on. I'm going to set myself up on the bed with my dessert. I'm going to put on some Clarkson's Farm. Going to watch that for a couple of hours. Then I'll get the window coverings and that sorted out in a little bit when the sun starts setting. I don't want to put myself in the dark just yet. So, let's get ourselves situated here. Get the laptop out. So, what I'm going to do, I've got, in fact, let me show you. So, the way that we're powering the van is my EcoFlow setups down here. So I've got the EcoFlow Delta 3 with the extra battery, giving me 2,000 amp hours, and then I've got my EcoFlow River 2 Pro, and that gives me another 730 amp hours or watt hours. I can't remember what it is. It's either amp hours or watt hours, but plenty of batteries to keep us going. And we've got our house battery, which is powering the lights and the diesel heater, which will be running this evening. But for right now, we definitely do not need that running. So let's put this down here for now. I'm going to get my River 2 and I pop that up over here on the other counter. So then I can use that to charge my laptop and my phone over there. The Delta 3 is powering the fridge down here. Once I finish setting up the van, we're going to have a gaming setup in here. That's going to be the Delta 3. I'll be powering that. Yeah, we've got all sorts of plans, but yeah, we're currently in about a 90% finished van. So bear with me over the next few weeks. There'll be some changes and there'll be some exciting stuff happening in the van, and we'll be getting things set up exactly how we want them. So pop this over here for a sec. I'm going to put these shoes up in the front. And then I've got to find where I put all of the power cables. I need my phone charger and I need my laptop charger. Here we go. Do I have? Hopefully I've got a USB-C in here to charge my phone with. Be a bit frustrating if I do not. Come on. Well, that is not an ideal situation. Gotta be around here somewhere. Literally had it. Oh, I found it. I have found it. So, we're all set. We've got all the cables that we need. So, turn this on. Plug that in. And put that in there. Put that in. Phone. Charging. Laptop. Charging. Oh, and the battery of the laptop is completely dead, so we're going to have to wait a few minutes for that to wake itself up. Oh, I think it's going to come on right away. Is it? Yes, okay. I thought we were going to have to wait for that to charge a bit, but we are not. We're all set. So, now, what you'll notice is this bed, it's high. It's high off the ground. The bottom of the mattress is 40 inches off the ground, so top is 46 inches. I'm going to need my trusty pail as my little step to get myself up onto the bed, and then we can set ourselves up and relax. But yeah, it looks like a nice cozy situation we got going on here. Hopefully, I've had the mic on the side. Hopefully it's been picking up everything I've been saying. If it hasn't, that's going to be frustrating when I come to edit. So might actually settle down and do a little bit of editing tonight, edit the first part of this vlog. I think what I'm going to do is I'll split this vlog into 2 parts. So I'll have a part 1, which will be coming out here, getting to the park up, and then the 36-hour stay in the park up, and then I'll have part 2, which will be the road trip to Golden, camping and cooking with my friends. So if you like things like camping, cooking, hiking, biking, all sorts of adventures, then this is definitely the channel for you. Please go ahead and drop me a follow, drop me a subscribe, drop a like on the video, help push me into the algorithm, because I really want people to see this van and what we got going on, and I really want to build a little community here on my YouTube channel. So yeah, if you don't mind, take a little second to throw me a subscribe. It's absolutely free, and yeah, really helps me be able to continue making these videos and putting out good content for you guys. So anyway, now that that's out of the way, I'm ready for my dessert. Still getting used to this camera. I have to move the gimbal around. I need to figure out the settings on it, because I'm sure there's got to be a way that I can set it so it will just track me. But anyway, let's set ourselves up for a relaxing couple of hours here, and then I'll jump back on the camera once I'm going to cover up the windows and settle in for the evening. Right, I've been absolutely maximum chilling for about 2 hours now. I'm a bit peckish. Fortunately, I prepared for this eventuality, and I saved some bread and some crisps from my dinner, so I can make the absolute British classic snack of a crisp sandwich. But before I do that, I think I'm going to get the covers put on the windows, so let me quickly deal with that. Right, I'm going to try and do a transition here. And just like that, all the windows are sufficiently covered. It's not 100% perfect, as you can see. There's a little bit of light leaks, but because we're not stealth camping, it doesn't matter. So let's turn off the cab light. Nice and dark up in there, and we can lock her up there. For some reason though, it's not happy. It hasn't fully locked. Let's find out which door it's not happy with. Probably this one. Alright, for some reason the driver's side door on this van, oh, subject lost. Here I am. For some reason the driver's side door on this van, you have to absolutely slam it for it to properly close. There we go. We are locked in. So the nice thing is, when you hit the lock button, it beeps if all the doors are locked and everything's done. If it didn't, all the doors didn't lock and everything's not done, it don't beep. Right, so I am absolutely glowing pink in the back of here. Let me quickly change this light situation. I'll be right back. Alright, I've stuck the white lights on for now. Just put this up on here. Yeah, I like that. Right, white lights are on, so I'm no longer glowing pink under that little pink hue. Time to make a classic British snack. So we're going to start by opening up this bread. I'm going to flatten it out a little bit as well, because we want to make maximum, we want the maximum footprint for the crisps to go on. Okay, the only downside to not having a proper bread knife is going to have crumbs everywhere. Okay, here we go. Trusty wooden disposable knife. Oh my god, I've just nearly cut my bleeding hand open with the thing. Okay. Open that up. Right, in an ideal world, would have a bit of butter, olive oil, something like that. We're not in an ideal world, so we don't have those things. Push the crisps up in the bag a little bit first. Just makes them easier to put on, especially with Doritos. Not the easiest crisp to load into a sandwich. Unless you crush them up. Alright, so let me show you this situation here. Boom. Bread, crisps. I'm telling you now, British classic. Now, let's close her up. And then go in. I know what you're thinking. Oh, it's going to be dry, it's going to be dry. Yeah, it's going to be fucking dry. But it's going to be so good. There's just something about the combination of bread and crisps. It's absolutely divine. And unless you're English, you probably won't understand that. But if you're not, just don't knock it till you try it. Go get a baguette. Go get a bag of crisps. Whatever combo, that's the beauty of it. You can do what you want with it. So, anyway, I'm going to get a bit emotional with this crisp sandwich. So I'm going to turn off the camera. I'll be right back. That crisp sandwich got absolutely smashed. Right. It's cracking on for 9 o'clock. It's time for me to take my meds and get myself to bed. And then we'll see what the situation is when I wake up in the morning. I imagine there's going to be significant snow on the ground, if all goes to plan. They're saying 10 to 20 centimetre snowfall for Alberta in the next 24 hours, and the majority of that's going to be up here in the mountains. So, we're going to be cooking bacon and having a little look at the snow in the morning. I'll catch up with you guys then.